now is a time that academics step a little bit out of their comfort zone, right? Because I mean, in the past, how to say it, academics, we were always conditioned to be timid and isolated, secretly oriented, because of the intense schooling. I always see this with myself. You did your doctor as well. This is a long time of schooling. We spent like a decade and more
Mhm.
in graduate programs, right? And
Yeah.
postdocs and all this. And so uh, we are conditioned to be this introvert, let's say, because a little misstep, a tripping, a leaking of an idea, and you are out of academia, right? We keep it to ourselves. But now with the new media platforms, we have to step out of our comfort zone and try to communicate with a wider audience, I think. And you're doing a good job with your show, obviously. I mean, how many hundreds, 10 hundreds people you plan to give a platform with this? And I applaud that. I like this because I think we as scholars, because of our intense training, as I described just now, we lost the skill to communicate with the outside world. We became very snobbish and we are not used to use media, right? And if you look at these prominent academics, this role model out there, Yuval Harari, né? Or
Mhm.
Jared Diamond, or Samuel Huntington, and
Mhm.
Francis Fukuyama, from the top of my head, right? They're just the front faces of a huge production team in the West, right?
Mhm.
The average academic is still timid and reclusive, highly intelligent, but maybe developmentally stunned, and he has
Mhm.
no money at all, as academics, because
Right.
we're very focused on tiny things in culture. But now is the time, I think, to step out of our comfort zone and inform the world about the things we know and studied.
I agree completely. Yeah. Back when I was getting my degrees from the 1970s really through, I didn't get my PhD until 2005, but during the
Mhm.
formative period of my checkered academic career, in and out of various institutions and collecting a total of three master's degrees and a PhD, throughout most of that process, I recall that it I didn't really understand that there were these kinds of limitations. And I guess that's partly because my intellectual orientation was largely sort of, I might describe it as left anarchist.